Hello and welcome to another studio vlog with me, Carolyn from Crafting with Glorious Purpose, where here we make unique or custom gifts for you or that special someone. This week is a market week, so stay tuned. Hello. Boy, did I get a lot of stuff done on Sunday. So we've got all of the collection is ready to go. I worked on some teasers, posted those. Did not a whole lot of other stuff other than the collection. I got a little further along with my packing for our event, which will be on Saturday at Montour High School. And I have my basket ready in the back here. I just got to get the bag and tie it up. It's going to be a Pittsburghese kind of bag-ish or basket. I have a tumbler with the skyline that we did, and we have a little, I put in a decal for hockey. I couldn't think of anything else to put in there, so I think that's plenty. There was nothing written in the thing about what the value needed to be, and to be honest, that's probably about $25 to begin with, so I think I'm safe. Let's see, what else was there? The one thing that I do need to do this week is finish. So I did some of the shadow boxes. I got all of the collection ones done because that was priority, but I did photograph some of the other ones. So like I have this one here with the little deer. I had recut him so that I could make him on the website. So I got to add him. There's a couple others that I need to do that are photographed the old way. So I got to do it the new way, so that I can have them with the rollovers in my Shopify store. And yeah, I got, stickers made. I'm ready to go. So my next thing to learn how to do is how to add these to the store and have them be visible, but have them not be added to cart just yet, because I'm going to launch this on March 20th. That gives me a chance to introduce the cryptids, and I'm gonna throw in the video the first one I did. So I was trying to think of a creative way to promote these guys, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if they were kind of like behind a curtain and you were doing them as the dating game, if anybody remembers that game show. So they were like cryptid number 1. So I have the little text to speech on Instagram, and I cannot find the same voices for TikTok. So I just had to post it without sound, because I don't want to cross them, because I'm so tired of being told that things aren't going to have sound anyway. So I did the game show sounding music in the background, and then I have, Cryptid 1. I'll just play it for you.
Cryptid number 1, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm tall, mysterious, and love long walks through the Pacific Northwest. I'm a bit camera shy, but if you bring beef jerky, I might make an appearance.
It's funny. I was cracking myself up making them. So I have dropped the one for Bigfoot yesterday, and I dropped it on TikTok today. Tomorrow will be the werewolf, and then I have the UFO, which I want to do, I believe is going up Friday, and then Monday puts us at the 16th. Then that leaves me a day or two before my next post, which I'm going to put up, will be collection going live and kind of like a group with all of them, and then have something like have the email going out that same time. So this is the first time I'm actually going to have a collection that goes with an email. So I'm pretty excited. I have that all typed up and ready to go. I just have to hit send. So that will go to my email subscribers. And then the launch will be that Friday, the 20th, right before spring, the first day of spring. So then you've kind of got that, everybody thinking about going and traveling and doing the spring. Hopefully the weather changes, because we've had 70s the past couple days, and then now this weekend, tomorrow, and I think Friday, into Friday, I think it's going back down into the 40s and 19 overnight. My poor face and head is so confused. My sinuses hurt so bad. But yeah, so that gives me a nice weekly lead up to the collection and then a launch. So I'm hoping that does the trick. So yeah, I kind of want to get the products out there so that people can kind of go in and kind of snoop around. And it would be really cool if I can figure out how to do just the products for that guy. So like put Bigfoot out first and then trickle the other ones. So I gotta look and see how to do this. But they have there's a little button in Shopify that's the little sidekicks. He's basically just an AI guy, but you can type in what you want to do, or if you're looking for something, he can find it and point you in that direction. So he gave me a long list of things that I could do or how to set it up, and I just got to actually read it. And of course, lunch is over, so I got to jump back into work, and I can't sit there and read this and figure out what I need to do. So hopefully I can take care of this tonight and start releasing some of these just as view only. That was the one thing I do miss about my big cartel, was I could have it be an active product, a hidden product, or as a coming soon. So coming soon just automatically just showed it to you, but there was no way to add it to your cart. This one, it's draft, active, or hidden, and then I have to go in and actually customize the button in the theme to say, instead of a buy button, to a coming soon button. So I don't know. So I got to figure out how to do that. Plus, then he's mentioning something about that he can actually set up an automation to have the products all purchasable after that. So that's using a completely different automation, and I have no idea how to use. So that's going to take a little more research on my part. But if I figure it out, I will share it. I have no problem sharing that. So yeah, that's what I got to figure out. But I have all of my products ready to go. I have 4 shadow boxes, I have 4 mugs, I have 4 decals, I have 4 t-shirts, and I have 4 stickers. So one for each of the cryptids that are going to be in this collection. So I am super excited. Plus, once these go live, then I can start throwing in Mothman and Kraken and all these other ones that I've been working on for volume 2, and kind of release them as a, you know, a new sighting to add to the collection. So it could just be a random Tuesday and I can throw out a guy. So I have, I definitely have some cleaning up to do down here, but like I said, I can't really do much more. I got to get back on. So it's that time. But I will catch you guys probably tomorrow, and we will work on getting some more things packed. But this one should be a pretty laid back setup. I've already done the setup before. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people going to be at this thing, vendor wise. I looked at the email and they had the list of participants. I think it's maybe 17, and that might even be on the high side because I think some of them might have been duplicated. So I'm a little nervous that this isn't going to go well. And I said that before, but I'd like to be pleasantly wrong. I would like to be wrong. So please, if you're in the area, I hope that you went to this, because I'm going to be very upset if I went to this and it's a total waste of time. But we'll see how it goes. That's all I can say. I got to try, you know. The last one was not the best one, so I'm hoping this one's a little better. But I do have some bigger shows lined up this year, and the one I'm really excited about is the Sasquatch one, so can't wait to see that one. But anywho, so yeah, I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to go back to work, but I gotta go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Friday. It's the 13th, so don't cross any bridges or go under any bridges or ladders or black cats or any of that stuff. But anywho, tomorrow is market day. We are all packed. Things are ready to go with the launch. If you saw earlier in the video, I got my shirt samples and they look great. I ordered one for my husband and one for my son. My son likes blue, so he got the werewolf in the dark blue, and my husband got the UFO one in black. They look amazing. The colors are perfect, and so I am super excited to launch this more than you know. So I got everything set up for that in Shopify. I have it set up with a new template. That's the way I was able to get that to work. I watched a YouTube video of another seller that created inside your theme. You go in and you create it'll be a default template, and you create a duplicate of that basically, and then hide all of the buttons so that you don't see the purchase now and all that kind of stuff, and then apply that template to those products. And then come the day that you want it to go, then I believe you just flip flop back to the original template and it'll put all of the pricing back on there for you. Or you just unhide them all and save them. So I just got to figure out what's the easiest way to do that. I haven't actually picked a time of day. I just put that it was going to be available on the 20th. So it might be something that I toggle on late in the evening, the night before the launch goes live. But I do want to schedule an email to go out as well. And the email is going to have that it's a current, like the launch, the products are ready to go. And I did offer a cool little incentive so that I have my stickers as if you buy 3, you get 1 free. So in case you can't decide on which cryptid you want to go with, you could do that. But that would also make a nice little add-on to the order. So I'm going to leave you here. Next, you will see us when we're at the event or getting there. It is an early show, and we will be there from, I believe it's 10 to 2. Setup of 8, so we'll have to leave here by 7:30 ish. Stop, get breakfast on the way, and then yeah, fingers crossed this goes well. My reel for it has been lighting up. I mean, I'm almost at the views I've gotten for other things, so I'm hoping that's a good thing. I'm talking, and I think my battery died. Anyway, so yeah, I think it got set out there for quite a few people, and that's a good thing. So I'm hopeful that there's a good turnout at this show. So I will catch you tomorrow when we get to do the show. Okay, so we are all set up. Oh, and they just started playing music, of course, right as I started doing this. But they're set up and ready to go. It looks like a great turnout of vendors. So hopefully we'll see now something here. We got nobody here, but there's a few empty spots where people haven't showed up yet. But there were some power outages and stuff last night, so we'll see how it goes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. We're going to do a real quick recap on our show from Saturday. So, in the grand scheme of things, no spoiler alert, it was not that great. I think that so there was definitely some pros and cons, and I've been kind of weighing it in my head if it was one that I would return to. I was pleasantly surprised when we got there how big our space actually was. But then I was frustrated after we started setting up because other people were bringing more than one table, and I brought a 6-foot table because that's what I was instructed to do. So there were a lot of people with the woman next to me had 3 6-foot tables made into a U to fit it into her space, which is exactly what I would have done had I been told it was a space and not just a table. Like, I was expecting it, if you were in a gym with X amount of vendors, that you had, you know, but I was new to this event. I did not know that other people had been there before. And so yeah, I was a little frustrated because I wasn't getting any email communication back other than just tables are usually 6 foot. And I had asked specifically what the space was. So there were a lot of frustrations on that end of it. But the space was huge. I was right in the middle of the gym. Um, I I remembered my microphones, was ready to do everything, and then as setup started, they started playing music, and I couldn't do it. So a lot of the footage I ended up deleting because I can't use it. Some of it I put in there. Hopefully, I'm able to keep it in there, but I guess we'll see. But sales wise, not great at all. I made my booth fee back. It was all cash, which was also another plus. So there were no transaction fees that had to be done. I did not, I sold a lot of small stuff. I think, let's see here, for totals for items, I sold, let's see. So I sold a total of 20 items. I sold 1 window cling. I sold 1 car coaster. I don't even remember what the dog breed is. I'll have to look that up. Next up was nose art decals. I sold 2. I sold 3 other vinyl decals to get the 3 for $12 for someone. And I sold 3 dog keychains. Actually, 2 dogs, 1 cat. And the big item of the day, of course, were stickers. I sold 10, and one person bought 9. No, bought 7. So one person alone bought 7 stickers out of the 10. I had someone come by and ask about a custom order for a dog keychain because I had their dog, but their dog had different coloring, and I had said I could make it as a custom order. So they took my card. I don't know if anything will come of that. I even said I'd ship it for free, so I don't know. But yeah, the total sold after discounts and everything else, because like I do the 3 for deal on my decals and my stickers, I ended up bringing in just under $80, which was better than my last event, but not great. So this one, like I said, was from 10 to 2, not very profitable at all. So unfortunately, I wish I could have done a little better. There was not as much traffic as I thought there would be with how heavily advertised it was. I also had, with my reel, like thousands of views on it, so I was really hopeful that there was going to be a lot of people coming there. I mean, it's a show they do every year, but there just wasn't the traffic. I guess there was a parade for St. Patrick's Day, so maybe there wasn't a lot of people there because of that, but all in all, not. I don't know if I would do it again, but some of the stuff was better than I thought it was going to be, but the sales were right about where I thought it was going to end up doing. So I, unfortunately, spent that money already. We purchased shirts for our next event. So our next event will be Laurelville, but this coming week will be our show will go live. So, or our collection will go live. So then I have thought about bringing some of the Bigfoot stuff. So I purchased a few t-shirt samples and I got some mugs. So ended up spending all the money that I got from this event to get product to take to the next one. So at least it paid for that. but that's where we're at. So I will catch you next week. Next week we'll be replenishing some of the stuff that did sell, which are mostly stickers, which isn't too bad, and trying to figure out the best way to, plus next week will be launch week. So we'll have some footage hopefully for that. I don't know that I'm going to come on when it launches because I haven't really picked a time of day yet. Like I said, I think I'm just going to do it in that morning, which will be Friday, and see how things go. I can break in and let you know where I am with sales, but I have a feeling it's going to be crickets. Um, you design stuff and then you're like, I feel like I'm just doing this for myself. So I'm hoping there is a ton of interest on Instagram with my reels. I've been getting a lot of hits and a lot of visits to the site. So I'm hoping that once I launch it, that I get some purchases from there. Any would be grateful. I would be grateful for any. So I'm going to love and leave you. Thanks for sticking around and going with me to market this week. And we'll catch you in the next one.